Golden Blue Dude here with you again. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I make videos every single day, sometimes multiple videos depending on how active the day is or what kind of mood I'm in. So, if you don't like this video, maybe you'll like the next. You know, the more and more I read about Mack Brown, the more and more I respect the dude. And I like him. He is a thinker. He is a problem solver. I went on and I saw an article in ESPN about how North Carolina is reopening their weight room. And this is after 37 players tested positive on July 8th. Now, right now, the schedule for North Carolina is 6 hours of walkthrough per week, 8 hours of strength and conditioning per week, and 6 hours of team meetings per week. I don't know if they'll do each on a separate day or three, I don't know. They're just saying in total, 6 hours of walkthrough per week, 8 hours of strength and conditioning per week, and 6 hours of meetings per week. So, the thing that really caught my eye is after they had 37 tests come back positive for COVID-19, they did shut everything down, okay? So let's get that straight. But he didn't just hang his head and like, well, we might not play football this year. No, what he did is he went to the medical experts and said, hey guys, what did we do wrong? What happened? And how do we put in better safety protocols to make sure our players are safe? In other words, he's not just waiting for the problem to go away. He's trying to figure out a solution to make his players more safe in practice, because they went from 0 tests coming back positive for 3 whole weeks to all of a sudden there were 37 tests that came back positive. So he's like, okay, we did something wrong. I'm going to go to the medical experts and figure out what went wrong and how to fix it. So, kudos to you, Mack Brown. Round of applause from Golden Blue Dude. You are a problem solver. So, I've mentioned this before. West Virginia University's president, Gordon Gee, he's actually done an interview with CBS Radio. And in that interview, he's like, West Virginia is ready for students to come back. We have a plan in place. We're going to ask every single student to wear masks, social distancing, plus, in case for positive tests, because testing every single student, he has specific locations designated for the quarantines for 10 to 14 days. So now North Carolina is doing the same thing. They said that they are planning to have designated areas for the quarantines in case people test positive, because it's probably going to happen. And so they have a plan in place. And that's the big issue with the NCAA. That's why we're in this predicament. They didn't come up with a plan. They waited and waited and waited and hoped for this thing to go away. It's not going away. And they didn't have a plan B. And that's the big problem we're having in college football. A lot of people are saying, the biggest problem is we're not going to have a season. Well, the NBA, NHL, MLB, and yes, even the NFL is proving that if you have a plan, you can still play. The problem is the NCAA didn't have a plan, and now the conferences and even each school by school are coming up with their own plans, and that's why it's just a mess. Why didn't the NCAA just get all the university presidents together, have a talk, even if it's conference by conference, and then get them all together and come up with a plan? They didn't want it to. It was laziness. I'm going to say it. It was laziness. You got to come up with a plan, because you can't always trust it'll go away. It didn't go away. It didn't happen. You were wrong. You were lazy. And now the actual schools are coming up with plans and solutions. So, you dropped the ball, NCAA, and the schools are picking it up. So I wanted to mention that because that is problem solving, and if we have more presidents or coaches problem solving, then yes, we will have a season. So I'm still optimistic. I think we will have a season, but it's going to take planning, and we're running out of time. Let's get it done. So this video was meant to be positive, showing that people are out there trying to solve problems. That's all I got for you today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on my next show.